Hello, so I wanted to do a video about Jew because he's like a hero a lot of people should have. I was mentioning this in my recent Let's Play episode that Jew's just one of those heroes that everybody should really invest in. Like I guess we could read about his thing. Like he's a marksman. He has main stat of strength. I guess his story says the glorious warrior of the tribe has no right to pity. He who is found guilty of it will be stripped of all decorations and will be banished. So says the third law of Zarakar. Jew broke the rules but found the meaning of life. So he has his kit here though, his ultimate. It makes him both. He like said makes him gives him a speed bonus, but he also cannot die. So he literally is invincible. Well, not invincible. He'll take damage up down to 1 HP, but he cannot lose that 1 HP as long as he has an ult up, and he can stack them. So they run concurrently. So if he has like 1 second of his ult, but activates his ult again, he'll then have a fresh 7 seconds. So he could potentially be unkillable if he's well fed. He also gets a speed bonus, so he attacks faster, so he gains energy faster. And this also stacks with Martha's ult or Thea's passive. Like I said, this Thea's often a combo with him because how his ult works. His second ability, this one, if he does damage to himself, to do damage, do some pure damage to the enemy. Right, like I said, by the time he's attack, he'll do extra pure damage. Like I said, he just has to pay 2% of his own health to do it. But he has like I said, another one. This allows him to focus on the back line. So this one's also pure damage. He also does some pure damage, but he attacks the very back line. The very rear hero, so he can be a backline killer. Maybe like I said, if far back hero, sometimes they'll have something like Martha or Fenris, a bit tougher, but like if you pair with Nebula, sometimes you can still get them, especially if you have Nebula and Sebastian, because Sebastian could get the battle song hits off of crits. And then he has a self heal, so after his ult wears off, he'll actually heal himself for a bit of damage here. It's not a big heal, but it's usually enough to bring him up above 1 to give him just a bit more time to reactivate that ult again. This is part of why one of the best counters to Jew is Celeste, because Celeste can block that heal, so that when his ult wears off, he ends up killing himself usually. And then skins, he has a whole bunch, but probably Armor Pen is going to be your first priority. And then you probably want crits, and then probably strength. And then you could do the mitigation like armor and magic defense. Probably armor first, and then magic defense last. And the reason you do armor first is for guild raids, because the meteors are physical attack. He's not going to be taking the magic damage. That's only the frontmost hero, and he's usually not going to be the frontmost hero. But that's a big part of why you want to invest in him, is because of guild raids, and we'll talk about that in a second. He has, like said, glyphs pretty much you could expect for a marksman. He has armor pen, he has critical hit, he has physical attack, strength. So health would be last. I actually recommend skipping the health glyph on him, because more health means that it's harder for him to ult as frequently. So less health, that means he can ult more consistently. Keep that ult up is a key to his success. So having a bit less health means he gains energy just a bit faster. So I actually did not do as glyph up. I did apparently 4 levels, but it's only 440 health, which is nothing. Maxing that out, it's 62,000 health. So just skip that. His artifacts, his ultimate adds critical attack to the whole team. This could be really good for him. Then he has critical hit book as well as some physical attack. And then the ring gives him strength. This does like I said, strength increases HP, but strength also increases his 2 hit rate. So against enemies that dodge, having higher strength makes him more likely to hit. So you do need to raise strength, even though it raises health. Like I said, because he has a strength hero, he has really good health. Even without the health glyph, my Jew has 750,000 health. So he really doesn't need the health glyph. Ascension. Also skip that last health node, because he doesn't need the health. You need got everything else for him. Roll branch, we're up to level 39 on here. Boom. We could actually do even a few more levels here. I've actually been doing this, so let's do this. Boom. There you go. Up to level 44. Now we'll have to get you 120,000. Yeah, after I maxed out tank, decided to do marksman next just so I could support you. Like I'm literally don't even really have investment in these others. Maybe Fox a little bit, but like Ju's really the only one I need. Dante's the other good hero on this list, but most of these heroes are pretty bad. Like some of the worst heroes in the game are in marksman role. But Ju is important. That's so like after I said, support's generally the number one most people want to support and tank. Those are the most important roles for most people. But after that, like I said, I'm doing marksman now. Is my focus. I might do mage next, but I'll need some more seeds. Yeah, not too much more on that. So let's go talk about, like I said, what he can do in guild raids. Probably the main reason people level him is for guild raids. Like, is one of the main reasons you need him. Is you need him for like guild raids. Some people already use their Stone Cold line, even though we haven't have the 160 boss up yet. I tell you guys, wait for 160 boss. But he does a lot of damage. Like Sebastian's top DPS, but Ju's a huge part of making that happen. You do want Ju like is your main critter. Like, because every time somebody crits, or oh no, he doesn't have Sebastian here. This actually, if I get the wrong, I got the wrong replay. Apparently, I clicked up here. I meant to click this one. Ah, shoot. So I was like, that was the wrong replay. So Stone Cold. Apparently, I just clicked too high. Like, so Ju is your main critter. Like, and so every time a hero crits, Sebastian has a chance of doing damage with one of his battles on, which does pure damage. Like I said, he's usually gonna be top DPS. Like Ju's gonna be the main critter, but Sebastian said Isaac and stuff can crit too. Like sometimes Isaac will get crits on his AEs there, and Sebastian do a bit of pure damage, but Ju is attacking the boss directly because this part of what makes Ju his ability to attack the back line means attacking the boss directly. He's not gonna attack the defense here, so that's Isaac's job. And it just does a whole lot of damage. Like it's the combination of Ju plus Nebula plus Sebastian that allows you to do so much damage to the boss. Like it really is these three heroes the key. Isaac's here to tank. Isaac has AE damage after his third ult. So he can clear away the defense spheres usually pretty easily if he's strong enough. And has a strong enough Oliver patron. Having strong Oliver patrons like really the key there. Martha adds speed boost, which also increases the speed, attack speed. Like her ult can help a lot here. But look at the damage you see. But yeah, no, I don't know. I can always tell my guild mates to wait till the 1/6 boss before using your Stone Cold heroes, but they just don't listen to me. It gets kind of annoying. Like we've never beat the 160 boss. It came close, and we would have if people would wait and just fight the 160 boss with this line. Because you don't need 100 million damage with your best line on the 150 boss. Like I always said, I wait. I mean, these days I don't even do any of my fights till 160 is up. But like that's the main one reason you want Ju. But Ju's also pretty solid in PvP. Like if you do like really anything, like even if it has like a Martha or something, like let's see what teams are up. Like sometimes you can find some good teams up here. Like okay, let's just try this one. This one could be good. So where's Ju? Nebula, Thea, Ju right here. So I actually like pairing Ju with Thea. Usually, like a lot of times when you pair Ju and Sebastian together, you'll have Albus on Sebastian. Said here, but like I said, Thea's passive stacks with Ju. I can say because Ju, because of how Ju's ult works, a lot of times he will be at 1 health. Like he will be like critical health, so he'll get that full benefit of Thea's passive. Like Ju plus Thea is kind of like a combo you'll see a lot in PvP. But you see how Ju just did a whole lot of damage to Thea back there? That's because he attacks the back line directly. Right now, Thea died. Like that. Look at that damage, though. Just one shot Dorian, right there. Boom, 2 shots. Like it's crits. Like I said, this is part of where like Ju is just good. Look over. Like I said, you had this Sebastian battles on damage as well, and it just like can absolutely demolish a lot of teams. Like you just like if they don't have like a strong hero on the back line, Ju can usually just clean them up. Um, let's see. It's fine if see if there's any with like Martha or something in the back. Twins. So the twins could be a bit more complicated. Like usually, like in the old days, Jew was the best counter to the twins before Isaac and stuff. But then they added Axel, and Axel, like if they have Axel on Lars, it can actually be really tough to clear the twins. Like it just really, you really gotta hope they don't have Axel on Lars. You could still win if they. You can still win with Jew, but it does, like Axel protects against one-shot kills, which can definitely make it a lot harder for you. Plus, Bubbles Adjust can also redistribute damage. But Jew generally, and also sometimes Aurora just dodge spams you, and you're not going to hit through. Yep, no, he got Jew. He got Lars. It didn't look like Lars had a Axel patron because he died. It looked like he dropped in one hit. We can look at the battle info. Yeah, we need to find a fight that's going to be a bit tougher. Like where we'll see critical health so I can show you how that goes. Yeah, he has Mara there. It's like I said, if he had Axel, it'd probably be a bit tougher on that one. That's a Titan fight. Single hero. Ooh, this is the kind of fight that will be tough. Like we could try it, but Ishmael is a beast. Like you'd probably want. Like you'd probably want a Mira for a fight like this, but we can run that same line we were using. Like this is a pretty solid line here. You can use the like you can also there's also depending on the line it might be right to use Celeste over Nebula. But with Fafnir in the back, Fafnir is pretty tough. You might want to, like I said, Nebula makes it easier to one-shot Fafnir. And also, because he has Aiden back there, if you could kill Aiden, you can get rid of Ishmael. Like sometimes, like I said, if you can go back here, like this is actually a good one. This will be a tough fight though. We'll see. This should be a good like if we start struggling though, this might be a good time to see how Theo's passive works. Oh nope, you just got one shot. Ishmael's a monster, that's what I mean. This is why you see Amira used versus Ishmael, but this is definitely a loss. Like Ishmael is a freaking monster. Yeah, so that was a hard loss. Like it's kind of like the theme. Like Ishmael is just really good right now. That's another Ishmael line. Okay, we need to find a team that just has like Martha in the back or something. So let's make one. See, no, we want Axel here. We want that here. What do we want here? Leanne, she's like the bane of my existence. And then Sebastian, you always want Sebastian. Let's do Leanne here. Alright, now let's test that same line to see if we can make it a bit less like what I said. We want to find a fight that is where I can show you that Thea passive. I mean, I've showed it in other videos, but you know. Okay, boom. Yeah, like Martha, same thing. Like, it's a bit harder to one-shot kill Martha or Fafnir. Like Fafnir, we couldn't like quite get either, and then we lost to Ishmael. But especially Martha with Axel Patron. You know, Also, dodge buffs make it harder to hit. This is why you want to have high strength, is to raise his 2-hit rate. Like, so you see the dodges on Martha. That's because Jew's missing. Boom, there's a good hit. But yeah, no, Martha can't get one-shot killed with the Axle Patriot. This is where kind of like Martha kind of counters Jew. Okay, so we just lost Aurora. But you see this swirly thing above Jew's head? That is Thea's passive. So he has the SOS haste from Thea's passive. Like, so Jew, because Jew's often at critical health because of his ult and stuff. Like I said, he can usually benefit from Thea's ult or Thea's passive. Like, in this can, like I said, like a lot of times you will see him at critical health, and sometimes that's enough. And the thing about Thea's passive, it works even if she dies, and sometimes you just keep cleaning up. Martha, though, is countering him pretty hard. Martha plus Aurora, because you got the dodge buffs, which make hitting a lot harder. Plus, Martha's kind of tanky, especially with Axel Patron. But this is kind of what I mean. Like, you see Jew really just attacking really fast. He's getting his ult up consistently. It's hard for him to lose his ult if he has Thea supporting him, because he's able to attack that much faster thanks to Thea's passive. Like, and just because like he can't die, he'll be at critical health. This might be to end up being a timeout here. Yep. Martha full health again. Like, she's gonna have a whole lot of damage here. Boom. Okay, now we can look at that. Like, look at 3.6 million damage. Like, just a lot of damage. Like, we should have had. Oh, we had the wrong patron on Sebastian. Ooh, that was a mistake. We need Fenris. You want Fenris on, or not Fenris? Albus on Sebastian. Which I didn't notice that. That was I probably didn't even reset the pets, or I clicked wrong, which I do a lot. And especially when I'm talking. When I'm talking, I make more mistakes. Like, I just make more play mistakes when I'm talking. Alright, so let's try that again. Like, let's see if we can one-shot Martha. But, like, that's why you would have Thea with you, is just to get that SOS haste ability. Because it just stacks with Jew's ult, so he gets attacked that much faster. Okay, so we got a good crit there and got Aurora down. Like, it does a set, but it keeps boosting Sebastian's pure damage with Albus Patron. Helps a lot here. Like, that was a mistake we made last time. That's something we definitely wanted. Without Aurora dodge spamming, like, it's gonna, this will probably be a win now. Like, patrons are probably one of the most important things in hero fights. Having the right patrons makes such a huge difference. Martha armor buffs do help a lot against you too. Alright. Oh, there goes Martha. Okay, now we can get a win. With Martha gone, it should be fairly easy to get Leanne. Like I said, this is what Jew does. Like, he eats for the line from the back to the front. Okay, well, Leanne got him charmed, but she died, so it's too little, too late. Like, if Leanne had stayed up, like, they might have got a defensive win, but this is going to be a win here. Boom, just like that. So that's the power of Jew. This is why you want Jew. Like, he's pretty good in PvP. He's amazing in PvE. Like, you need him for guild raids. He's good versus like bosses like Cornac and Seymour, and as well as the Eye of the Storm boss, as well as adventure bosses. Like, Jew's just really good. Like, he's not like top tier PvP, but he's like B tier or whatever, A tier maybe. Like, he's pretty good. Like, but you need him for like all the other content. So definitely get you. If you want to know more about the Osh the Eternal Keeper fight, please check out the video below. Thanks for watching.